open up a TikTok account. That's free of charge. I have my phone. I go to police, CPS. Actually, I go to CPS and I go to Interpol. And I get what they call a certificate of good conduct or clearance from police.
Yes.
That document will allow me deal with any individual. For example, we are here and you're selling this sumptuous house. But you wouldn't relate with me until you get some comfort.
True.
If I flashed you my national ID, but I also showed you a certificate, a letter from Interpol and police, you'll be like, at least I can trust him. Then you would allow me to use my phone and put all this on my channel. So, first of all, I can go looking for rentals, affordable rentals. I can target the middle class. All I need is to go to a suburb, talk to owners, enter the house, put on the channel, consistently talking about the value of those buildings and picking commission. I would build a name. Now the 500,000, I wouldn't use it to buy and sell. Whereas it's also an option, but personally it would delay me.
Yes.
Because if I bought 100 bunches of matoke, I would supply them in the market. Because Uganda is a food economy.
True.
A food economy, it means I can buy and sell vegetables. I can buy and sell food. I can buy and sell grain. But it would take me some time. But when I go into that brokerage of services, it will still work. The other thing I can do is, everyone is now struggling with waste. I can get in touch with a company that is collecting waste. And then me, I be the agent talking to landlords about picking the waste. So it's me who has the contract with the landlord to pick the waste. Then I talk to the other company and I tell them, when you go, this is the house. I want you there every Wednesday. This is the house. The guy who picks waste from my apartments, he charges 10K per apartment. So I usually give him 120,000 every month. And that is only one block of apartment. I can imagine if I had 10. No individual who is on a block of apartment is doing anything with their waste. So it means everyone wants it away. If I approached 10 apartments, 10 blocks of apartments which have 10 units, I'll be having 100 units. That's 1 million shillings. There is a lot I can do with 500,000. I could even start up a cleaning company. All I need is a mop, a bucket, detergent, and something I would call maybe nice shirts, which I would brand for the company. Those we can get. I need 2 individuals whom I can train how to clean. When I was in the UK, I worked in an international school as a cleaner. And I realized after cleaning very many toilets that actually cleaning is fun. I used to enjoy it because it helped me pay my to help me survive in the UK. It couldn't contribute to my tuition because it was minimum wage, but making a place clean. So I realized it is lucrative business to clean. If I have 2 cleaners, it means I would still be a marketer. I just come on the business and I say, can we clean? So I allocate a cleaner. But I make sure that when the cleaner cleans, I show them how to. Because me, I know how to. So to answer your question, I can flip 500,000 into 20 million in a space of a year. And I can flip it into, I think, double it into a space of 2 years. And after those 2 years,
It's up to the races.
it's
You
done.
know, you mentioned several good points.
Yes,
We had a cleaner on the show here.
Yes.
She's doing very well for herself.
absolutely.
And she said, the market is so huge. Anyone can start today and they will thrive.
Yes,
And she said she has no concern about competition and all these things, as long as you know what you're doing and you do it well to the client's level, or,
yes,
you know,
yes,
there's no issue. So I agree with you 100%
Yes.
on that. We had another guest who is in West Peking, right? He said that there is the market, there is no discussion about the market. It is huge. And a thing that you've mentioned, a theme that I've picked
Yes.
through all this,
Yes.
Initially you talked about mindset change.
Yes.
And in these examples that you're giving, you gave the example of buy and sell product.
Yes.
Eggs make Rolexes and all
Yes.
that, or sell with a commission.
Yes.
Matoke do that.
Yes.
But the flipping speed is a bit slow.
Yes.
The amount you're making is a bit slow.
True.
But when you're talking about the service-based,
Service-based.
it is clear that the mindset you're using is different from the one of the eggs and the matoke.
Absolutely.
And it is also clear that with that mindset, you can actually make this money. It is realistic to make this money.
I'm telling you.
Because any apartment complex that you go to,
Yes.
10 more building people, they want this trash. They can pay the 10K. And you can actually make the money.
Absolutely.
So it is really, if there were 5-10 people who had 500K each, what percentage do you think would look at based on your experience, what percentage do you think would focus on the eggs and matoke type businesses as opposed to this that you're talking about?
Now, in this country, 90%, 95% would go into having small money and doing small businesses.
The egg.
Yeah. And the reason it's because lack of exposure. And exposure can be gotten from travel.
Yes, yes.
That's why I usually tell people, if you get a chance, you travel. When you travel, I don't know. I don't know what they put in a plane. I think when it rises like this, it must be rising with your brain. In 2012, January, 31st December 2011, going into 2012, I was in the middle of London to see the fireworks. Most beautiful fireworks in the world at the time, because they were preparing for the Olympics. London wanted to put up a show. 500,000 people from different countries in attendance. Now, I think I was under what they call the Big Ben. Big Ben, that clock in London.
Yes.
But there were very many people. And there is something I saw, I have never seen it anywhere. There was a guy who must have come, either he was Indian or Pakistani, but he had come with a stove and he was roasting sausages. Remember, the way Britain loves standards, you can't have a CD or stove.
No.
You can't be having fire where people are going to
No.
collect.
True.
But the guy had already come. He had his charcoal. He was there with his charcoal. He was roasting sausages. Now, this is the amazing thing. Every sausage was £5. But as we waited for the midnight, such that we go into the new year, all of us were hungry. But to control, for health and safety, they had locked. Because when you come to see fireworks, they keep on counting people.
True.
When they reach a number, they lock up.
Yes.
So you are here, you see McDonald's the other side, but you can't go. You're here, you see KFC the other, but you can't go. And we were hungry. And this guy, I think by 7 to 8, 9, he was selling at £5. But 9 to midnight, he was in £20. £20. 10 to 20 pounds of sausage. And he had his birthdays and a pack of sausages. I could not believe this guy. I kept on doing the math. And I'm like, okay. A pack of sausages itself, a full pack can be £5.
Yes.
But he's selling each at 5. And he has a full. Why I brought you that example, it's because this thing called being wealthy, do not be lied. It's a deliberate endeavor to escape. You wake up and say, I do not have this, yet I want this. You go for what you want. People who wait to be motivated such that they go for what they want, no wonder they take long to find it.
True.
And when I'm usually talking about that message, I tell people that I studied about the army. The army, when it's going to war, the highest rank on the battlefield is a colonel. The general never steps on the battlefield to shoot bullets. That's why you see, when US is attacking Afghanistan, the generals stay in Washington.
In the situation room.
And they put the screen where they can locate all their colonels. And they keep on just saying, tell them to retreat, tell Alpha to retreat, tell Beta, tell them, and everyone they are telling on the ground just says, Roger that. He gives up. He does not differ from the instruction. So what do they do in the army? They teach discipline, such that when you are 10,000 miles away and they say stop, you don't say why. You just stop and come back. Now, it follows that in life, we have operations, the guys who go on the ground to shoot, and strategy, the guys who stay in Washington to count about the war, to strategize, to see how it will go. When we are in life individually, we tend to occupy ourselves in operations. You wash your clothes, you iron your clothes, you polish your shoes, you get your laptop, you charge your phone, you drive the car, and you do that. You are in operations. And life has been designed that you can do those operations for 70 years. Till you say, I can no longer do anymore. The day you start picking an hour a day for strategy, such that you are the general, but also the colonel, you will see life changing. You sit at home and you say, okay, I've done my boss's work. Now let me see how my boss's work links into my final destination for wealth. Do not be lied to. Financial freedom is the real true freedom, because we have been sold a lie that retirement is about the age. If you plan well, you can actually retire at 24.
Yes.
Imagine, God forbid, your parents die, they bequeath you their estate at 18.
Yes.
If you plan well at 18, by 24 you don't need to work.
True.
Because you've inherited. Now, let's say you were not so lucky to inherit, which would mean you're going to really work. Now, you would organize yourself to work and work and work and work. But you need to be the general, where you say, okay, Wife is pregnant. Then I can no longer stay. We can no longer stay in a studio. We shall need a 2-bedroom. What will we pay? What will we pay the 2-bedroom with? Can this money come? Can it come from my salary? If the answer is yes, okay. Will the salary also allow me give birth to another kid and also get a bigger house? Remember, when a family comes, the kid itself comes. It comes with a maid. It comes with a bigger house. It comes with need of a car.
Yes.
To drop the kid.
Yes. Maybe
So those things come as expenses. If you do not sit and say, wait a minute, how far am I towards this? How will I escape? You will stay in prison. That's why I tell people, at any one moment, every day, you sit and say, okay, knowing what I know now, this earning won't do. They either increase this salary or promote me, or I change job, or I add another income, or that's why you see most of the people who are trapped in the financial struggle, they go for the easiest remedy, which is borrowing. The easiest remedy. When they are stuck and they do not have money, they're like, how about if I borrow? Okay. Then they borrow. Then they see that the loan will be the one to settle. Yet the loan should be number 35 on the things that should actually help us escape. Just being there and you say, okay, before I go into the loan, what can I do? What can I do? I have 2 cars. Why don't I sell one? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I have 2 acres. What would happen if I chop off a 1/4 acre and I get real cash? But people get emotional.
Of course.
They have 5 acres.
They inherited.
They can't sell a 1/4 acre. They can't sell 1/2 acre. They even can't sell 1 acre. Yet the one they brought from also bought. You get the idea. Imagine we all didn't sell. True. No one would have land.
True.
But people need to know that whatever they have now, they can lose and acquire more and better. You're in a big house, you're distraught, you get the house, you give it to a financial institution. You've not done the math. Before you know it, the financial institution tells you, give me back the money. You don't have the money. And if you notice, as a lawyer, I can tell you, the most cases we've read about people who are struggling with banks, people are just changing their original positions. They give them the money when they are happy. Then they start to look through their agreement with the bank and they're like, hey, did my wife sign? My wife did not sign. Let me tell them my wife did not sign. You get the idea? Yet you do not have to do that because money won't be where it can't be. You get that? Money won't be where it can't be. You have to look at money as a visitor. It studies you. You be at home and get a visitor. Then the moment they enter, tell them, here we do not leave the shoes. Here we do not do. Hey, you're holding the cup like that, but here we do not hold the cup like that. We do not flush the toilet like that. After flushing it, when you bring all those rules, the visitor just comes and says, thank you very much, but I have to leave.
Yes.
And that's how money is. Before it comes to Herbert, before money comes to Newton, it looks at Newton to see whether it will be a welcome visitor. Then it realizes that Newton doesn't pay debts. He plays around such that he makes the lenders either forget debt, yet no one can ever forget that they loaned you. You're trying to conjure up ways of failing to pay. You're not keeping good relations. You're just overspending. Then money is like, okay, I will come, but only for a short while. But because that's a hidden law of money, which they never teach in school, which they never teach in corridors, when we say these things, people say, he's lying. But they are rules of the game. And the rules require you to prepare yourself. So to answer your question, I would want people to deliberately escape from prison. Prison break is a deliberate effort. You will notice that Scofield teabag Lincoln Burrows. They kept on planning. How do we escape from Fox River? How do we escape? Should we start by breaking there? What there? What here? Scofield had to come to the same prison with the whole body tattooed with the structural plans of the prison, the architectural plans of the prison. You see that there is a deliberate effort.
Yes.
So, poverty as we know it is a prison. Escaping requires a plan. Escaping requires deliberate effort. I can't get anyone out of poverty if they refuse.
True.
We can say whatever we say, Herbert. We can even speak till cows return. But only those who will say, hey, he has mentioned that. I'm done with this, I'm taking it. Hey, I'm picking this. It's a bunch of matoke. You pick one. It's a bunch of bananas. You pick a banana. You're like, let me run away with this. That banana you run away with is what will get you out. So I want people to open their minds that we are here to mention things to trick their mind. That it will be back to them to decide where
To take action.
their choice.